Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're returning. I am Chantel, and this is my channel, Sink Me Out of Debt. For those who caught my video last week, I'm sorry if you didn't like it. I am, especially over the next several months, going to need as much support as people are willing to provide me. I don't ask for help very much at all in my life, not just on channels or anything, but at all. And as my therapist so dutifully reminded me on Tuesday, that every year around this time, things get really, really bad for me. And last week, the video was just a lot of things coming to a head, and it's not even going into what's going to be the worst of the season. Right off the bat, I do very strongly apologize for the banging in the background. I am wearing headphones to try to do my best to keep that to a minimum. My neighbor is having their roof redone, and unfortunately this was the only time that I could record. I am literally recording the day before I'm posting this video, so I have no other time or ability, and this week at work has been absolutely monstrous and has knocked me on my ass in many ways. I'm not actually going to do the sinking funds for my paycheck for Friday. Most of that paycheck is going to be held up with my final payment for my vacation for next year. So I felt it was kind of dumb to go into that one. But today, I'm going to try to keep this video as short as I can just because of the banging. But I'm going to try to talk about how I am going to reorganize, get back into doing things, and getting back on track, and actually putting in a set deadline for having all of my debt paid off. Last week I ended up having to use the card that I paid off simply because I had to pay for the travel insurance for my vacation next year before the last payment. And since the last payment is in fact on November 1st, I was out of time. So that is actually getting paid off on the November 12th paycheck. But regardless of all of that, this is where my numbers are currently. They're not pretty. They're not very happy. This isn't the actual number for this card. This is the card I'm financing my phone on. But this is if it included all of the financing from my phone. So that is the official number that I'm going to be using for paying off my debt. Okay? You can see some numbers along the way, especially for these three cards, because I have a set plan for paying them off by the end of the year. The three that are not going to make that deadline are the three that I'm actually keeping. And my cutoff time, I'm not including this next paycheck that is I'm actually getting tomorrow, because like I said, most of that is going to that last vacation payment, but then it's done. And all of my money, with exception of like the monthly expenses and stuff like that, can be poured directly into getting out of debt. And there is also the addendum that I am not including in this, the money that I get from my second YouTube channel, and I am not including in this, although I will when it happens, I will qualify for my annual bonus this year. I did not get it last year because of COVID. I got it the year before, but it's very hard for me to calculate exactly what that bonus is going to look like, even though the bonus is always consistently the same. When it comes to deducting out taxes, doing all of that kind of stuff, it can amount to quite a bit of money. And it just makes it very hard for me to actually calculate how much money is being taken out because of taxes and all of that kind of stuff. Taxes in the United States, especially if you're watching this from another country, they are ridiculously hard to keep track of and calculate accurately, because things are constantly shifting, things are always changing, and I don't even know how accountants keep it all straight, because it's absolutely insane. So, without factoring in that paycheck, I am giving myself a total of 8 paychecks to be out of debt. When I get my bonus, I will factor that in whenever that happens. But it's going to take time for me to figure out when exactly that's going to happen. I do know I'm going to get it this year because we're going to, in our company, meet the percentage amount of product that we have to sell in order for me to get that bonus, because it's an increase in workload. I just don't know when that number is going to hit exactly, and that's the one little questionable aspect. Trust me, I wish it was today, and then I could just take it and go whack a few of these bills. So between now and the end of the year, so we're talking exactly 2 months, okay? I am going to have this credit card paid right back off again. This credit card is going to be paid off in the next 3 paychecks, including the one that I'm not counting overall. And this other card, which is my second highest APR, is going to be completely paid off by the end of the year. I am not joking around anymore. I really horribly fell off the financial wagon because of stress, because of just everything going on, and I have not been able to keep up with my journaling and the card draws and all the things that I have done and have been helping me up until this point keep my mental health in a focused place where I could stay on track. I haven't been able to do those things in the past couple of months. So between the abuse that I deal with at home, between the stress that I'm dealing with at work, stress that I'm dealing with at home, among a number of other things, stress with my mental health and everything, it just became too much and I fell off the financial wagon. But I'm getting back on track. I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. I absolutely have to have my debt paid off no later than February 18th's paycheck, because I need to, from February until roughly the end of May, save as much money as I feasibly can in order to move. I have to. I have no choice. My goal to be out of this house and out of my living hell is June 1st, which I recently found out when I was making a video. June 1st is Narcissistic Abuse Survivors Day. That's my goal, to be out of here. That I will not see another year, another day in this nightmare. So let's do some quick math. So we have 250.75 plus 1194.98 plus 2305.57 plus 3008.68 plus 4111 cents plus 3524.73. Okay, so we are looking at approximately $14,384.82. Okay, so we have 1596.88 times 8. So you can see that there's a slight problem there. My bonus is $2,500. I don't know how much of it is going to come out with taxes, which is my main little hiccup here. I'm hoping that between now and this date, I will make sales on Etsy. I will be able to sell some things that I own. I will be able to make up that difference somehow. Whatever it may be. I will not get the full $2,500 though. I can tell you that because taxes come out of it. If I get around the same amount of money that I got the last time I got this, it ended up about $1,400 after taxes. And you can see I'm about $200 short in that range. So if absolutely need be, I'd have to do an additional $200 or something out of the next paycheck. We'll see, but I'm really hoping I'm not going to have to do that. I'm hoping between my other channel, which I tend to get about $100 every other month. So we're talking about November, I already know I'm getting around $150. So then we're looking at June 21st. If I get $100, that's the $250 right there. But like I said, we'll see. Time will tell. I'm going to really be busting my butt over the next several months in order to ensure that this is done by this time. This card, as soon as it's paid off this time, I'm closing it. That's it. I'm not keeping it open. It has to be closed by December 1st and before that $50 annual fee gets applied. The other cards, it doesn't matter if I close them right away. So I'm going to leave them open for now, and I just won't use them. Like, I'm going to close off and take off whatever payment methods I have to. I'm going to make it as hard for me to actually use these cards as possible, which I have not done until this point, which is part of the problem. Because the more accessible I make things to be able to rack up money and do all that kind of stuff, the easier it is to mess up and sideline myself. I'm hoping I'm not going to have to go into that first March payment, but absolutely, if necessary, I can. I will not go further than that though, because I calculated it up, and if I save as much money as I can between this paycheck and the end of May, I'll have around $23,000 with which to get out of here. Now, what does that mean? It could be buying a new house. I know what I'm planning on and I'm hoping is going to happen, but I cannot talk about it until there's more concrete plans in action and a more finite idea of what that's going to look like. And if I am in fact able to make the changes and transition that I'm thinking is going to happen, you may see additional changes to the content on this channel beyond just like sinking funds and things of that nature. You may see me expand into other avenues, and this may become more of a lifestyle type channel. We'll see. But for now, we are sticking to the financial aspect of things and getting me the hell out of here. Because I can't take it anymore, and I'm not fucking going to. How about that? I know the attitude you're hearing me with today is starkly different compared to last week. I know that. I'm aware of it. But I just wanted to do a quick video talking about the overall goals and plan. I have a set deadline in mind, and now I'm putting it in action. Enough is enough. I have lived like this for 39 years, and I'm fucking done. I will not usher in my 40th birthday in this situation. I'm done. I'm absolutely done. So here's to the next, 5 months? Thereabouts? 4 months. Here's to the next 4 months and kicking some massive financial ass. Deadline is around the corner for being out of debt. And after that, there's only 3 months to go for me to downsize everything that I have, start getting packed up, and leave. So I hope you're all well. I hope you're all taking care of yourselves. And I will see you next time. Have a good week ahead. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Sending you lots of love. Bye.